Previously on Mellon's Place. After losing the really big client account, agency owner Walter Mellon was on the brink of giving up his dream and selling out. Enter Ray Shersharp, who brings with him a relationship-first breakthrough and an entirely new way to deliver Ben admin technology. With Ray's help, the entire Mellon's team finds new joy in building the business and delivering on the promises they are making. Things have never looked brighter. Meanwhile, Walter and his client service team leader Dee Zaster find themselves falling in love. But when Walter proposes marriage, Dee is thrown into a state of despair. She's terrified he will no longer want to marry her when he learns of a deep, dark secret she's been hiding from the world. In time, true love prevails and the happy couple are last seen on their honeymoon. But they are not alone, and we are left wondering who the mysterious little girl is. I think we are about to find out. Walter Mellon, in casual clothes, sits at the table drinking coffee and scanning his tablet. Dee Zaster enters, kisses Walter and sits.
Well, good morning. I see you shaved and changed out of your pajamas.
Ha. Well, I have Zoom meetings today with 2 new clients Swan is bringing on board.
You know, I'm wondering if we even need an office.
I've been thinking the same thing. But I am sure we will soon be back to meeting in person. So, yes, I think we should hang on to the office for now.
I sure hope you're right. I miss the gang. And our wonderful lunches.
Dee runs into the room with a book in one hand, sits next to Dee, away from Walter.
Good morning, Dee. What would you like for breakfast?
PBJ toads.
Toast. Just toast? How about a nice scrambled egg? Or
Just toast, Walter.
Dee, please mind your manners.
Dee frowns at Walter. One man band sits at a desk with shirt, tie and PJ bottoms. Sports trophies, pictures and souvenirs fill the shelves behind him. He initiates a Zoom meeting on his desktop computer.
Hi Walter, did you miss me?
You bet. How are you?
Aw, thanks. I'm great. Thanks for hopping on early. This sure is strange trying to land new clients without ever meeting them in person.
I know what you mean. But we're doing okay thanks to Ray Shersharp, and the relationship-first approach his team at Employee Crossroads has helped us develop.
I don't know. It seems a lot harder when you can't read their body language. I never know if they can tell how much we really care just by seeing us on a computer screen.
You'll get used to it. We may be doing this for a while longer.
Yup, thinking back to where we were before, when Ben admin technology was our weakest link, it's amazing to think how far we've come.
You don't know the half of it. I was this close to selling out after we lost the really big client account.
What? You never told me anything about that. Does Dee know?
I eventually told her. No secrets in a loving marriage, you know.
Dee Zaster sits at a coffee table wearing a headset, nice blouse and funky PJ bottoms. Dee is lying on an area rug nearby playing a game on her smartphone.
What do you mean? How could we have missed a whole location full of employees?
Well, Mr. Early Bird never told us he opened another location. And who would have expected it anyways with this awful coronation we're being forced to take?
This is not my idea of a vacation. Besides, we have just as much work as ever. Look, Bird Baths and Beyond is growing. Partly thanks to the great employee benefit experience we give to all sorts of different people. In all sorts of places. And all sorts of jobs.
Okay, I'm on it. I'll call Ray and fix this mess.
That's great and thanks. Hey, I love your blouse. It's beautiful. What sort of pajama bottoms do you have on?
Who says I have pajama bottoms on?
Dee, Walter and Dee are having dinner. Dee is looking at her smartphone while eating.
Walter, do you know we missed a bunch of employees during open enrollment for Bird Baths and Beyond?
I sure do. Juan called Earl to check in on how he thought the OE went and then Juan called me. I had to talk him off the cliff.
Juan is so dramatic at times, but you can't fault him for caring so much.
He calmed down after Sybil spoke with him. She sure seems to have a way with him these days. And, even when Mr. Bird took responsibility, Juan kept apologizing. Really, I think there is no harm done.
I'm sure you're right. Even though we had to put out a fire, Mr. Bird knows we understand and are aligned with his goals, core values, purpose.
Wow, you're beginning to sound like a management guru.
Hey, when you learn from the best.
You are welcome.
Okay.
What? Haven't I taught you everything I know?
Yes, dear. And so much more. That's why you and Juan didn't get those 2 new clients signed up today.
Hey, hold on. It's just a matter of time. They both know we've made a meaningful investment in the relationship. Thanks to Ray Sharp, we're doing things differently. I told them we do not want a typical transactional relationship.
That's the plan. Sure hope it keeps working.
Dee Dee, please don't use your fingers. Just use your fork.